Hi, I'm Marty Nemko. Recently, I offered you 35 questions to help you know yourself and others. Um, One of its questions was, what do people misunderstand about you? Well, here are two composite letters from people who feel misunderstood. Dear Dr. Nemko, I'm a substance abuse counselor who tends to be fast-paced, talk quickly, maybe even seem impatient. I'm not likely to let a client talk discursively for 10 minutes and just say, uh-huh. As a result, I fear my clients think I don't care much about them, which isn't true. But I can understand they might feel that way. For example, as a patient, I once saw a physician who I thought very competent, but that he treated me like a number. He got right to the point, made his diagnosis, which turned out to be correct, and then I sensed he just wanted me out of there so he could see his next patient. I respected him, but I didn't like him, and so I chose another doctor. I've tried to be more spacious in my sessions, but I quickly return to my fast-paced ways. I like to think it's because it's in my client's best interest, but possibly it's mainly because I'm built for speed. In fact, during my training, a supervisor who watched me doing sessions said, for that reason, she thought I shouldn't be a counselor. I'd like my clients to know that my speed is aimed at their more quickly succeeding and they're spending less money while it gives me more time to help more clients, but that I slow down whenever I think that would benefit them significantly. Should I tell them that? I have a few clients who really like me and stay with me, but most have just one or two sessions and then come with some kind excuse for canceling future appointments. I don't want them to think I don't care about them. I do. Sincerely, Seemingly Cold. Dear Seemingly Cold, it is very difficult to change one's natural pace, so indeed it might be wise to consider changing to a career in which your fast pace is a plus. For example, you might consider group counseling, which would at least give members more time in the conversation, which thereby would slow things down. Or, since you're losing lots of clients, assuming you have time in your schedule for non-clinical activities, such as writing, where maybe your speed will be a plus, or giving talks or running peer groups for fellow substance abuse counselors. But before making such a change, you might consider these smaller ones. Yes, as you suggested, you might explain your approach to clients. That could reassure them that you're usually quick because you care. Because you care. You might also do that with prospective clients. That would motivate prospective clients who like quickness to schedule a session with you and would screen out people for whom a deliberate style is important. You might even explain that in your marketing efforts, for example, when you're networking with colleagues and any talks or articles that you do. That would make your speed a key part of your brand, a differentiator from other substance abuse counselors. You might ask one or more substance abuse counselors if, with client permission, you could watch them in session and maybe even have them watch you. You might find such a counselor by reviewing highly rated counselors on Yelp, perhaps substance abuse counselor, but perhaps, some other kind of counselor. And you would then hopefully find one or more when you're reviewing those, that have client comments that praise them both for effectiveness and their patient style. I applaud you for your introspection. I would imagine it's very difficult to contemplate you might be in an ill-suited career, and a career change may end up being for the best. But it might be quite possible that the aforementioned more modest pivots could convert your ostensible weakness to, in the right situations, a strength. Here's the next letter. Dear Dr. Nemko, the world sees me as a cheerful person. I emphasize the positive, the optimistic, and rarely am a downer. Partly that's because I feel I'm constitutionally upbeat, but part is environmental. Both my parents demonstrated and drilled into me that it's better to be a positive person, even when bad things happen. Focusing on the positive makes you and others feel better. The problem is that people don't take me seriously, at work and in my personal life. I'm trying to make more constructive criticisms and be more direct when my romantic partner does something I don't like, but still I feel like I'm perky Patty. I feel misunderstood. Any advice? Signed, not really that perky Patty. Dear Patty, it sounds like you're on a good path now. Without becoming a downer, you're carefully looking for fair-minded opportunities to criticize and make suggestions. Your parents are probably right that, except perhaps at high levels of employment, erring toward the positive will make you and those around you happier, you better liked, and perhaps even everybody more productive. You've said that it's only recently that you've begun injecting some deserved negatives. Reputations change slowly, So it may just take time to be, taken more seriously in your current milieus. And might there be new environments that you'd like to join where you could make a more balanced first impression? Perhaps a new volunteer group, or a hobby group, or a religious group, change to a different work group, or even a new employer. One little tip: it's possible that you're not being taken seriously because you tend to be so upbeat, but there are many other reasons you're not taken seriously. Look inward. How competent are you? Are you appropriately assertive? Are you appropriately ethical? Do you spend too much time focusing on your appearance that people think that you're mainly about interested in your gift wrapping and not the gift inside? In any event, those are some thoughts, but I am optimistic that you will get taken more seriously. In any event, I thank you for watching. I'm Marty Nemko. I welcome your thumbs up and accept your thumbs down. I always look forward to your comments, and especially like it if you hit the share button below. Share on your social media so that my efforts can have broader impact. And I am flattered if you choose to subscribe to my channel. In any event, I do thank you for watching. I am Marty Nemko.